Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to use this short video to introduce how are we going to conduct the viewing on so-called step number 4 in our confidant module number 1. So in this particular episode, I'm going to explain to you how this step also as a filter number 4. And second, I would like to explain how to conduct the showing in 10 steps. So the first thing I would like to share with you is this particular viewing also served as so-called filter number 4. And the reason is we require a 2-hour confirmation before the showing. Just think about this way. When people in general do what they say and very well organized, will that be the desirable clients in the future for you to deal with in the future? Absolutely yes. So when our automatic system send out this text message and asking 2 hours confirmation before the showing, when people follow up properly, what does that mean? It means the clients is likely very organized, keep their words. And what if they don't? Actually, in that situation, there could be one of two reasons. And the number one reason is people are busy, a little bit less organized, which is quite normal. Most people sometimes may not be really on the top notch on what they are trying to do. So they might just simply forget. So in this case, in about 1.5 hours also, if you didn't hear anything, just text back to the number and ask, say, hey, we have this showing, we will still be able to make it. And if they answer yes, great. If they don't answer, then you know they're likely not coming. And the other situation also is people just totally, for whatever reason, doesn't want to come. And in that case, you save yourself hours drive back and forth. So it's a win-win to everybody. So that also helps you to screening some less likely qualified clients if they don't do what they say in this particular case. So that is what the filter really acting here. And now let's explain how to conduct the showing. So the very first thing I would like to recommend is called 10 minutes arrive earlier. And that is important because the professional way to any showing is you want to get case ready before the clients come. So be earlier as early as about 10, even 15 minutes earlier, will definitely put yourself into a good position to make sure the place you are arrive on time, you get everything lined up in order, which allows you to not running anything in the last minute or in the rush. Okay, so that is very important. And the number two is while you are waiting, make sure you make the place presentable. What I mean by that is you basically walk around the house, check everything, turn on the light, turn on the curtain, make the light looks good. If it is a little bit cold in the winter, make sure to turn on the temperature, so on. So in essence, you want to act as if the coming clients to look around and make a very comfortable view around the house. And that's basically the number two. And the number three now, the clients is arriving already. So you brief them with what I will call basically the two or three things. The number one is you are going to tell them how long the showing is supposed to be last. And just tell them this is basically the time frame. You likely have the next people are going to come in soon. So you'll appreciate this is time frame. And secondly, normally what I will do is I will explain to the coming viewer, say, lesson. Normally, I like to give you guys space and time to look around by yourself instead of following you guys around. If you have any questions, I'm available in the living room area. Just call me anytime and feel free to ask. So that is what we call the briefing. And if you have any other specific things you want to let them know first, and just tell them at this stage. And number 4 is actually quite important. I call it watch. So this is actually the screen number 5. This is the 5th time of doing the screen. You stand in the place. Yes, you are not following them around trying to explain everything and so on. But what is going to happen in this particular stage is that you watch their behavior. I remember because what they are doing, what their facial expression, the gesture, those gives you a lot of information and the wording and the comments, so on. And without interruption, you just watch what they are doing. And that will give you very, very good gut feeling and a hint on how they are going to behave in the near future once they are going to join. So that is very important. I want to give you a quick example in this particular one. I remember there's a family comes to watch to do the viewing. Everybody seems okay. They have a little kid, but what I noticed very quickly, that little kid is absolutely go well in that less than 4 minutes. Although the mom seems are doing something to stop him, but he will actually not listening at all. And in that particular case, you can tell when the family in this kind of nature comes, this little kid is going to cause some issues along with the house, the painting, the everything like that. So are some interesting information gathering through this whole watching process. And so learn to watch to see what you can find out. And then number 5 is actually answer any questions they are having at the end of showing. So basically, they're likely to have some questions. They say, okay, this and that, and you basically honestly answer the question they are asking. And number 6 is what I call open-end question. And this is the time they see the place already, they get all their answers already answered, all their questions already answered. So what you are trying to do here is by asking very simple open-ended questions called, how do you like the home? Well, people may in general give you different answers, but you can tell the tendency at that time. They are actually like the place or they are not, or they are uncertain. So how do you like the home is very, very important instead of saying, do you like the home or do you not, right? So that is give people a bit of room to tell you more about the home. And also in the very last one, if they are saying, okay, I do like the place, and you will say, okay, normally our procedure is we could do a quick follow-up, send you the application form link, and you can go from there. So that's basically the number 7, what we call it follow-up. And the number 8 is leave 10 minutes late. Why we are doing this? Because now the showing is finished. They are on their way out. You let them do their thing and you stay a little late. In this 10 minutes, there are 2 things are important. You like to take some good notes on what you observe during this process while things are still fresh. Because believe me, if you don't do some notes or quick summary, likely if you are very, very busy, you can't even remember who you did what. So that is number one. Do a quick code. Number two, obviously, you want to get everything returned to normal, or you want to get everything ready for the next showing, if that's appropriate. And the other thing I would like to also recommend, which is also a tidying feature in our module, is we have the ability to keep the showing very close and nexted to each other. In that way, you will have very compact showing, and also the efficiency is very high, and also you increase the urgency for the people who are actually seeing the house, which are all built to create a small environment in this circumstance. So in the number 9 is what we call the text, because you already told people that you are going to send their link. Now is your time to follow up. And that ties back why you need 10 minutes to get everything ready, because you don't want to come across as too urgent, too eager to sell things by they are still on their way out. You already start texting. That's a little bit too quick. But if you don't do that too late, and that kind of that kind of time period, the optimum time is already passed. So text before when everything are still fresh. And where number 10 is you also text our number to give us a quick note, let us know how the things goes, if you like, which is optional, but keep a good communication will help us to keep everything move along smoothly. So that is pretty much the whole viewing process. And as you can see, we got filter number 4 because we have this so-called 2 hours confirmation, serves very good purpose. One can help you to use your time wisely and sufficiently instead of running back and forth for showing. And number 2, it also help you to start to see how people behave when they trying to follow up what they're supposed to do. And also I explained there are 10 steps during the showing we should do. As we mentioned, there's 10 minutes earlier, and we make the house presentable, and we brief our clients before the showing starts, and we watch, which is also the screening number 5. And also we answer the questions, we ask him open how question, and we follow up, tell them what's going to happen next. And number 8 is we are leaving 10 minutes late while taking time, get a place ready, and also taking a note for what's happening in this previous showing. And the number 9 is text the link as you promised, and also send us a quick text. Thank you very much.